we're going to talk about pinning and pins. We have 3 different sizes. Size 1 is not for actually pinning the bees at all. We actually only use them for manipulating bees under the dissection scope when we're using AM scope, or when we're repairing bees. And so they're too tiny and too kind of not brittle, but they're too flimsy to use for actually pinning. We have size 3 pins, which those are a little larger. We only use those for larger bees, such as like carpenter bees. We don't really see anything else as big as that. No bumblebees, we're not catching them. So we only use that for larger bees. And then size 2 pins are used for everything else. And so we use those to pin everything. Little bees, such as the ones that we use for AM scope and take pictures with those, we glue using the tacky glue. And so we will use that as well. And then we also have this pinning block. This is just for the height of where the bee's at, and so preferably 3/4 of the way up, but you can use this if you want. It's not required, but it can help you out. We are now going to pin a bee. We're going to be using our size 2 pins. This is not a tiny bee, so we will be regularly pinning it. The way and where you want to pin it is you're going to use your pin and you're going to stick the pin in the thorax on the right side in line with the wing muscles. And so there's a diagram on the screen now, and you can kind of see that's where we want to put the pin. You're going to put it straight down, not at an angle through the bee's body, so it's kind of just perfectly straight down with the bee. And so that is what we're going to do. And so we're going to have to touch the bee and grab it. Just be very, very careful. They should be a little soft. What's coming out of the hydrator. You're gonna get the bee between your fingers. Be careful not to pin yourself. And we are now going to pin it here. So kind of on that right side, right in line with the wing muscle. You can kind of get it just like that there. This is where you can use the block if you want, but you don't have to. You can just continue going through, just being a little careful. And then you can push it up. We want it to be 3/4 of the way up the pin. Probably about like there. And that is how you pin a bee. All right, now we are going to glue a little. It's not a bee, but it should be a bee, but it's a fly for this example. So we're gonna use our tacky glue and our number 2 pin. We actually have 2 pins here. You might have to get some glue out with a separate pin to start. So we're gonna get a little bit of glue on our hand. So it's safe to put on your skin, so you'll be fine. Don't stress about that. Now we're gonna get our pin that we're actually going to use to glue to the fly. Should be a bee. And we're gonna put it 3/4 of the way up. So you're kind of going to lather, I don't know if that's the right word, but kind of smother it a little bit. Get some glue on there. You can kind of see that. And then with the glue, you're going to still kind of aim for that right side. Obviously, you're not pinning it through there, so you're not going to, get it on the actual thorax, but you are putting it on the thorax, but on the right side. Still in line kind of with the wing area as much as you can. So you can kind of see it. It's on the right side there of the fly. And so you can leave this here. We kind of leave this here for like 10-ish minutes or so with the accession number. Obviously this doesn't have an accession number, but just keep them all organized while you're doing it, because you could have multiple little bees drying at once, and so just keep them organized. We got our pinned bee here, and now we're going to put the bee into the UPT box. So this is just the unpinned pictures taken, and so we did that with this bee, and so now it is ready to move into this box. So we're going to get its labels. We have its accession number and the field label. We already made these before. This one obviously was in the field, and that one we got in the lab. And so now we will open the box up. This is kind of the easiest way to do it. You can kind of just put the first label there. We want the accession number to be first, and you can just kind of pin it right in the middle-ish, not in the middle, but on the right side, out of the way. And just kind of keep a good distance, not too close to the B. And then we're gonna take the field label, and this one you can just do right in the middle, pin it right through, and you're good to go, and you'll just put it right in the box, and it is now in the UPT box, ready to go to the next step.